Oh, we can kill that. Yeah, we can kill it. Alright, Ocvis. Let's avoid Igni. Let's breathe some fire onto this guy. And let's watch him die. Goodbye. Let's get him, dragons. I mean, that guy just dies too. And then this dies. Dragons rule. Let's go. Well guys, with patch 11.5, the dragons got reworked, so it's definitely time to make a dragon deck. We're going to be doing it in Nilfgaard here with Imperial formation because we want control for, say, Synthesis, Blaze. We want to be able to kill stuff, and bombs are a great way to do that, so I opted to go here. Let's take a look at the reworks before we get into the deck itself, though. So we have Villain Trettenmerth. So the lineage is the new keyword at the start of the game, boosts self with number of dragons in your deck. There's 4 neutral dragons. So you're playing those 4, all of your dragons get +4. You can play the non-neutral dragons. You can actually get up to 6 or 7. 7's kind of not worth it, because you have to play Saskia Commander and Scoia'tael, and she doesn't really synergize with the other ones. But if you just play, you can play like 6 dragons in Scoia'tael. I wanted to do that first, just like play 6 dragons and then play Master Mirror, so you have like 20 bronze 4 version cards, but that's not what we're going to start with. We'll do that at some point, because it'll be pretty funny, but we're going to try with a less meme deck first. So Villain Trettenmerth, he has the same sort of effect as before. A timer, destroy the highest power unit, but now it excludes your dragons, which if your dragons are really big, this is good. Yeah, this is just really good. You can also play all the dragons in monsters with Cultists, because they kind of have some synergies there, but I was feeling a little different. I didn't want to play a Cultist deck right now. And we've got the Ocvis change, so he also has lineage. And he's got deploy spawn Cataclysm for 2 turns, so that helps you with killing stuff. Sets up the Cataclysm, sets up damage, and timer 3 damage all units by 1. It's a bit of anti-synergy here where all damage all enemy units. If you're controlling their guys, they won't have many units, but it's just really good to have as a tech option, right? Say they're playing a Swarm deck, playing a bunch of tokens, he'll punish them pretty good for it. So this is a really nice change. Then we've got Mirgat the Brake here, so it also has lineage. I think they all have lineage. And you draw a dragon with a card for your hand bottom of your deck. This is your consistency. So it's playing as an 8, and then it's drawing you a dragon, and then it has 4 charges because you're playing 4 dragons. To deal 1 damage. So this is really good too. It helps set up the bombs, helps set up a lot of stuff. So pretty good. 12 value on that. Plus the draw is good. Then say Synthesis Blaze is our finisher. Lineage, so it's a 5. And while in hand or deck or battlefield, enemy unit destroyed or banished during your turn, boost self by 1. And that's why we went with the bombs here. The bombs give you a lot of ways to destroy and banish stuff. It is worth noting that these together is 49 provisions, which is incredibly expensive. So you really need a deck that relies on bronzes, and the bronzes have to do damage. So I was kind of stuck thinking between this and Scoia'tael Precision Strike, where you have a lot of damage. I'm sure there's other ways. You don't have to play all 4 of them, although I think it's better that way. Obviously, you can just play them with Cultists and monsters and play a bunch of boost cards. I'm curious to see how that is. We might try that out as well, even though I'm not the biggest Cultist fan. But I thought we'd go here and go for some bombs first, just because I think this will be more interesting and a little more unique. Speaking of the rest of the deck, then, we have the Madoc, we have the Ramon to make more Sappers, or Nausicaa Sergeants, we have the Decree for consistency. I'm not playing no consistency cards in this deck. We definitely need at least 1. If you want to play like more risky though, you can replace the Decree with the Letho Kingslayer, although I really would not recommend that, because then you don't have the Decree to get the Letho Kingslayer. Essentially what we did here is we replaced a couple consistency cards in the bomb deck and the Letho Kingslayer with the dragons, because it's cooler, obviously. Unfortunately, we couldn't fit Ike in here, but we'll live without him for now. Yeah, so we've got the Sergeants, Sappers, the Bombs, Northern Wind, Moondust, 1 Cavalry, 2 Slave Drivers. The Slave Drivers are really handy because you can put them on the Cavalry. I do like having 2 Cavalry sometimes, but we're very short on provisions from having basically 50 in the Dragons. Then the Light Cavalry, because we're playing Imperial formation, so playing this. The Bombs, the more Bombs, another Bomb, and then Peller. Normally this wouldn't be a Peller, but considering we have a nice timer ability on Villain Trettenmerth, timer ability on Ocvis, An order on Mirka Tabrake. I mean, we threw in the Peller for the Purify. We do have the Moondust to purify enemy units, which is why I usually don't use Pellers in bomb decks. But you don't really want to be Moondusting your own guys, so we threw in a Peller. You can swap this out for a Squirrel if you want for the Banish, or even throw in like a second Red Haze. But this is what we're going to be going with. Should be interesting, and I'm curious to see how this goes. I expect to see a lot of Dragon decks with the patch, unless people aren't as excited as I am, which is possible. Ooh, Reckless Flurry. I'm wondering if this is a new... Someone in the comments mentioned you can do Dagger in Golden Nekker Warriors now. And if Reckless Flurry, I'm wondering if he's going to do that. It's, what, 8 damage and 8 points on Dagger? It's interesting. Pretty decent hand. Pretty decent hand. The only thing we're missing is an opener. Guess we just play this with the Crystal Skull.
We conquered Gesso. These Northmen scum are no better.
Basically an opener. Feels better if you can hit something right away with the damage. But he's gonna have to either use a leader charge or something to kill this. We don't mind too much. I'm not sure about Synthesis Blaze. The Cataclysm damage doesn't trigger it because it's not during our turn. And it's not getting that big in these games, but we also might just be playing suboptimally, have to change the deck for more control. Actually, I think we have bombs. Bombs are a lot of control. He's just going to hit it. And then he's going to leader. So yeah, he does use a leader. I don't think this is going to do anything in this matchup. And if it does, we can always slave driver it. Okay, we got a Roach, so it's not Golden Nekker. Is this a Shupe deck? Marching Orders. This has to be this has to be like Shupe Marching Orders Troll Porter. Like, this has to be something like that. Of course, this is also kind of a scary card in this matchup, just because of how many draws you could potentially get. Let's hit it with a Dimeridium Bomb here. And let's boost these. Get a little harder to kill. Heatwave the Madoc? Yeah, sure. Doesn't matter that much. So we go for... This plays a special, right? So let's go here. Let's go here. Just play the Dancing Star, so we can actually hit 2 things with it. Do this. Play the other Dancing Star. Make our Synthesis Blaze bigger. We will not take the... We will take the opportunity to thin our deck here. Sure, he gets to play another card. But I don't mind too much. This has to be a... Yeah, it has to be a Shupe deck. We kind of knew that. Got the Moondust for the Purify. The 13 damage. We'll go down to 2. It's pretty good for him. But we have a decent amount of armor on things. Like so. He might leader. Yep. There's the leader. Moondust's pretty good here. The only problem is this goes back in his deck. We're going to Northern Wind it. Let's take this one out. I guess he might have a boost card for it, but we should just be able to Northern Wind it. I would imagine. Time for Redea. It's Rune Mage. This can't be a Renfrey deck, because he's played Marching Orders, Shupe Stay Off, Heatwave, all this stuff. He still has to get the Lippy. The reason I'm so keen on using the Arcane Tome to get the bombs out of our deck is we don't have the Madoc anymore. I don't know if we can overcome that, though.
What of dangers, Queen?
We still have to play a bomb. Still have the Northern Wind. And then I think we just go for one of these guys. If he passes here, we'll have a problem. But I don't imagine he would. Control Porter. And draw into his Lippy. His deck's like entirely good cards now. Guess that's how that works, though. Really would have liked to be able to pressure more here, but it doesn't look like it's possible. He has the win on even with his full deck setup and the Magic Compass, so his deck worked perfectly for him here. We actually did need the Madoc, I think, for the value. Since we have the Sapper, we're going to keep this last bomb. And I think that we actually want all of this, except... yeah, I think we want all of this. So we need to know what he's running. The big cards are the Rune Mage, Radea, Shupe. Here comes the Lippy. Those are the big cards. We'll just do this here.
Don't you worry yourself, Your Grace. We'll get it done in no time.
I think we just boost this by 1. Stay ahead. You might 50-50 the Nekker's coming out. Sure. We did lose a round, so we got the Nausicaa Sargers, but I definitely want those round 3, I think. Let's play this.
None can match the power of Nilfgaard.
He just played a Stunning Blow, so he might not have a control card. Okay, there's the lock. Could Peller this, but I don't think that's worth it. I think we just drop one of these guys. So he just wants to bleed us out here. I mean, this might be our... it's probably our best time for the Akvist. We haven't seen a Geralt card yet, but that doesn't mean he's not running it. So we'll play around a little bit. This should be the first dragon he sees, by the way. So, we've got 3 more. And we're going to draw them all. It's just, can we beat all the value he put back into his deck? Keeping this is better than playing this, because we have Ramon. This only puts the row at 24, right? Well, wherever we put this, it's probably going to get hit. With an Igni, if he has the Igni. Okay, we get the round. Good job, Akvist. Hit them all. Okay, so can we beat Shupe? Well, potentially Shupe Radea. We don't know what he drew. Because he actually has to draw all the good cards. Rather than us just assuming they're all in his hand. So what we want here is we want to go... definitely want... do we want this? I don't think we want that. No, he won't go tall. They'll just be hitting Nausicaa Sergeants. So, well, we want the villain Trettenmerth. We just don't want it to trigger its timer. We just don't want it triggering its timer. So we'll shuffle this back in and then just play it for a 10. We're just going to try and go for the 50-50 swap-a-roo. Okay, don't do it. Okay, that could have been worse. That could have been worse. That could have been worse. We're going to go with Mirgat the Bracke here. Draw this guy. Put this back. They do want a slave driver, but I wanted to draw this here just in case you got something really tall we'd want to play this on. At least we'd have the option of doing it. I'm curious, he's going for a lock, right? Yeah, he's going for a lock. Nilfgaardian Knights. So we definitely do this for slave driver. And we remove this just in case he's got something we don't want to deal with. There's the Radea. Oh, he has to go Cursed Scroll. Okay. That's a good sign. That's a good sign. Okay, what are our rows at? 15, 15. We go to 25. We go plus 10, unless we split this between two rows. So I think that's what we'll do. Well, it plays around Geralt. It doesn't harm us in any way. Unless he's playing Scorch. But he's not playing Scorch, right? He's not playing Scorch. We lose one extra point here, but it slows down an Igni, I guess. That's the question. Do we lose to anything that's not Igni? Because I'm thinking about just discarding this so we don't get Igni'd. We're definitely doing this. Right, we're doing this and this. Doing this and this. Nope, not that. We're doing this. Yeah, this and this. Okay, so we're up by 14. He could heatwave us for 13. I mean, if the Igni hits us for 13, we only hit us for 12. So we go plus 10 by doing this, minus 12 from Igni. We still win. So we just play it. I mean, he probably has like Heat Wave, Heart of Terror. He doesn't have in his deck. I don't see what this would be that would win him the game.
You fight good, real good.
Yeah, it's just a Heat Wave. GG. This is why we play Nausicaa Sergeant, even though it's not optimal with the villain Trettenmerth. Bounty. I wonder if this is no longer Golden Nekker Bounty, because Golden Nekker Bounty was like the best deck, basically. So we're going to see if that's what it is, or if he's just playing a non-Golden Nekker version. Both of which will be kind of annoying. Put that back for now. This is a pretty good hand. Kind of want this to remove bounty from something, but we should redraw it just because we have nothing that's worth bountying anyway. Now we do. Interesting. So still not Golden Nekker anymore because Roach is a 10 now. It's worth pointing that out. guy's got immunity. Let me just play one of these.
Don't you worry yourself, you Grace. We'll get it done in no time.
I wonder if he's playing Philippa. If he's playing Philippa, this is going to be annoying. Because he might seize Armadoc. But I haven't seen Philippa that much. Interesting went for that. Okay, I was gonna say instead of killing our guy, but he's just gonna straight leader us. It's fine, I guess. Kill Armadoc. He's not going to kill Armadoc. We give him 3 coins for this, but he's going to over-profit then.
Of Optima Mater, a drop of mercury solution.
Guess you can pay 2 to purify it repeatedly. We go for our Ramon. I think we go for the Ramon. We don't want this guy getting round control. And then we put this here. No, we can't. We can't swap with the. There's no good place to swap with Armadoc. We could have armored this guy more, but I think he just poisons it based on this. If we do that, as it is, he has to inefficiently spend stuff into it. Yes, he's just gonna poison it. That's why I didn't want to make it bigger. We swap these. And play the second one. Slave driver, the second one. Yeah, we knew he would do that. We knew he would do that. Got a pretty nice dancing star here, though. If he doesn't interrupt it. Hysteria. Leader's back up to 2. Okay. Definitely a dancing star here. The full value out of it. It's pretty unusual. Boost our say synthesis. We need last say. And Villain Trentonmerith won't do anything in this matchup, I don't think. Siri. Wait, isn't this a 10? Dude, your deck doesn't work. Siri, these are 10s now. This is a 10. This is a 10. Someone didn't read the patch notes. My mind is just blown by that last guy. Because here's the thing, sure, maybe he didn't read the patch notes, and then didn't realize Bank and Roach are 10s, and then played to Siri, nothing happened. But here's the thing, that means his deck gained 2 provisions, because they didn't buff any of the cards, and his leader lost a provision too, which means he had to go into the deck editor and see his cards, and then while he was in there, not notice that Roach and Bank are 10s, and then cut 3 provisions from his deck, and then we're the first person he played. And just, that's what happens. Interesting. Oh, we can Madoc this. Yeah, this being a 3 means this is much more Medokable. That's also a word, by the way. Don't question it. This is really good. Well, it was like I was saying, this is a pretty big nerf to Sasuke Commander against bombs. Because now she just dies to 1 Medok Cataclysm. Yeah, that's not going to save her because she's only at a 3 now. So we just kill her off, and I don't know what this guy's going to really do now. She's dead. We could have even killed her with this. Sure, you can do that. That's whatever. We can kill this too. We can swap these to do that. Probably worth it. It's probably worth it. Got 1 ping damage. Let's just kill it. Deny him all his big setups. We can kill that too. Why not? Gotta say Synthesis Blaze bigger. He's gonna heat wave the Medok. You know, understandable. Maybe not the best play, but understandable. Let's drop this here. Just give it a little bit more armor. He's got nothing to hit with it. Can always move it later. Yeah, there's not really any cards we want to play here. Let's just drop Mirgat de Braque. Draw our Say Synthesis Blaze. Let's put this random Red Haze back in our deck. And now we have all of our dragons. We don't want to play them all here, which is the unfortunate thing. Because we want to use them next round. So we might drop this Sergeant. I kind of want to bleed with these. It also might be worth playing... Okay, good. Say it might be worth playing Villain Drettenmerith here. To, just because it will have trouble round 3, I think, or round 2. Finding things to kill that, I guess, aren't Nausicaa Sergeant, but we didn't win the round, so we don't have to worry about that. Okay, this hand would be perfect if we lost that last round, but we didn't. Let's put one of you back, I guess. We're gonna pressure here. Since we're gonna pressure, we're just gonna open up with the good old light cavalry play. I'm not too concerned at 6. He should be fine. He's just gonna poison it most likely. Okay. Sure. Go here. Just boost it once out of Dryad Ranger's 2 damage range. And I think we drop our Villain Trettenmerith. It'll at least kill this, which is worth 10. That's a 20 value. It's pretty good. Chameleon. I mean, Chameleon just dies. I think we've dropped this guy here. Let's get him. I believe in you. This is dead. I believe in you, Villain Trettenmerith. Let's go. He's gonna kill it. Why didn't do that? We can't quite kill... Oh, we can kill that. Yeah, we can kill it. Alright, Ocvis. Let's avoid Igni. Let's breathe some fire onto this guy. And let's watch him die. Goodbye. Let's get him, dragons. I mean, that guy just dies too. And then this dies. The dragons rule. Let's go. We rule this. There's the Quarixis. Got big buff.
Are you fucking kidding me? Catnip instead of crowns?
He's gonna have to lead her. Oh, you can just pass on this. He's gonna catch up quite a bit from these plays. We could pass. Don't want to pass. If we're being honest, he's just going to replay this. And it's going to absorb all the damage from our guys. He has to play our card anyway. We should just pass. Oh, it's not going to absorb the damage because it dies. That's right. He has to play Dana. It's Convergence. This is really good. We're bleeding out so much stuff. I guess we could have kept playing. But if this guy ever pinged off an armor, we'd stop getting points a turn. And it's probably safest just go this round. He's got Dust Aspect. Then we've got Saysynth Displays, Nausicaa Sergeant. Second Nausicaa Sergeant. Third Nausicaa Sergeant. So, what's he really going to do here? Just lock that. This should be pretty simple. Game over. So Saysynth Displays really isn't getting as big as I thought it might in this deck.
Humans are scum. I prefer elves, dwarves, pixies.
Locking this denies not that much, so we play this. We could have used a leader there to give this guy armor in case he has a movement effect, but I don't think he does. So this is a very simple game. We're going to drop our Synthesis just because we have it in our deck. Maybe we won't. See what he plays. Okay, there's his big guy. You can hit that because it literally doesn't matter. You got 10 more points, 14 more points. GG. Imprisonment. That should be fun.
There'll be nothing to pick up when I'm done with you.
Yeah, I haven't seen a single new card yet, or changed card being played other than by us. Which I guess means that the changes weren't popular, which is kind of unfortunate. Imprisonment. He's probably playing the light cavalry stuff, I guess. Could also be Ball and could be Cultists. As Cultists, we can't really do anything, which just feels bad. I guess we could bomb our own Initiate, so we can't copy it. This is pretty good. This is useful because he's gonna have a lot of locks. But is it useful this round? I guess it's useful. Keep it. We got Mirror to Brake, so we have access to 3 of our dragons. We don't really want to deal with this round 1, so let's just play Ramon, play the light cavalry, give it the crystal skull. If we don't do this, this round's gonna be really hard, just because he's gonna have lock all of our engines. So we think it's Ball, or do we think it's Cultists? I'm going with Cultists. Oh yeah, I'm so smart. I'm just kidding, guys. That's getting teleported, so we're losing all of our value on this unless we bomb it. I think we just bomb it. You don't even have to Sapper bomb it. Let's just do Sappers anyway. Sappers, hit it with a 3 damage bomb. Least value here, because the light cavalry will kill it. And then we'll just boost our Say Synthesis up. It's going to be hard. We have to save a bomb for the Initiate he's going to give us round 3. Sure, lock the Sapper. I'm not sure what that accomplishes. I'm just going to bomb this one too. If we don't let him infuse the a fawn, he'll have to play the scenario like raw with no instant trigger. The thing is though that we can't actually do anything about it anyway, because we don't have a heat wave. We have to cut the heat wave to fit all of our dragons. Very unfortunate. Of course, he doesn't know that, but it won't matter that he doesn't know that because he's forced to do it. Could have unlocked this sapper, by the way, but I think we want to hold this. I mean, that's another bomb, so we don't care. Keep boosting our synthesis. Alright, we went on even. Well, not even, but since we're at 7 and he's at 8, we both draw the 10 and it's essentially uneven. That's interesting. We have to make sure we keep a bomb to bomb our own initiate. That's like the most important thing in this matchup. If you have a heat wave, just heat wave your own initiate, because you're not going to be able to heat wave this snenario. If you heat wave the initiate, the operator to you, they're like in trouble. So that's the answer to this deck, most of the time. We're going to pressure this round pretty extensively, so I think we'll put that back. Do we want the Peller? We have so many bombs here, by the way. We can decree out one dragon, get the other one. Yeah, I think we try and draw into something better. These are actually quite nice. Purify, then 4. Banish is better. So we'll go back Red Haze. It's not the card I wanted to draw, for being honest here. Not the card, but we put it on the bottom of our deck. He's gonna lock this, then we Peller it. Yeah, sounds good to me. Lineage. Let's draw Villain Trentonmerth. This is a really good card generally, but we're gonna put it on the bomber deck for now. Alright, Murka de Braque. Let's go get him. See if you get locked or not. There's the scenario. He's gonna lock us. Get his guy who's... Well, it still could be a cultist. Alright, so... Just drop our Peller. Unlock this. Then I think we kill this guy off. We can't kill this scenario, so it's just gonna have it. We can drop this guy though, that's gonna be useful. Might even go for a second one off of this into Slave Driver. It's worth considering. It means we can't say Synthesis Blaze this round, but I think that's a round 3 card anyway. Yeah, I think that's what we'll do. We'll go this, decree Slave Driver, or decree this, and then start playing bombs. He shouldn't really have any control, other than maybe a Vincent. Normally this gets teleported and you lose value here, but you can't really teleport it because it's got doomed. Definitely want to start killing these off also. Next turn he's going to get 2. So I think here we do want to bomb something. We do want to bomb something. Because next turn he's going to boost them out of range of that working. So lock. He locks the Madoc. I think we're fine with that. Let's do this. Kill off another cultist here. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the poet. He's gonna boost his guys with this because it's a cultist, right? Yeah. Oh, does anyone like cultist players? Like, do people think this deck is fun? Because I don't know anyone who likes them. Alright, so that's a lot of points, obviously. But if we just pass here, we can just kill all of his engines round 3 and be pretty happy with it, I think. I think we just pass. We have bombs. We can just bomb my dock stuff. Villain Trenmarth's gonna be kind of sketch here. Just because of Nausicaa Sergeant. I wonder if Nausicaa Sergeant just doesn't go in the deck then, but it's so good. It's just so good though. He's gonna boost past our guys, so I'm not too concerned about it here. I just mean in general. I think we just keep this hand. That's annoying, but I think we just drop this and whatever. I think this might be more valuable because it sets up the bombs easily. And it's 2 a turn. Like, this is important, I think, for letting us bomb stuff. Okay, well, he's forcing us to bomb his guys. So, okay, honestly, though, if we play this, it really should kill this. It really should kill this. Bit annoying we're being slow on this light cavalry now, though. Every turn this is not out is bad that we played this first. But all we really have to do, I think, is just kill all the initiates. Another initiate, so now we kill that. We kill this. It's a little annoying the Cataclysm doesn't count towards this Synthesis Blaze, but what are you gonna do? I mean, he's got no initiates. Next turn we drop this guy. Without initiates, we should win this, I think. It's still really bad we haven't gotten this out, though.
What is truth if not an illusion?
I mean, I guess we have to kill another initiate. This should be the last one. Okay, honestly, this Nausicaa Sergeant versus Light Cavalry would have been a much better drop first here, just because we never got a turn to play it, because we had to keep killing initiates. I guess if we thought about it, that might have come up, but what are you gonna do? This is a 1. It's a 1. I guess we have to bomb it anyway. Then we have to play this turn. Oh, he gets the initiate anyway. Well, at this point, it's probably too late in the round to matter, but it's annoying that he got it.
For the Empire I endure.
We have a chance to kill it. If we go like this. It's just so much value if we do actually hit it. Oh, we did get it. Nice. We could have moved the Madoc earlier, but I didn't really want to. We're going to kill this with Villain Trenmarth. Drop Synthesis Blaze as our finisher. Dragons are doing work. That's for sure, at least. Of course, now he gets to make Nausicaa Sergeants, which is not helpful, for being honest. It's not helpful. Not helping us, but it shouldn't matter. Because we're going to go for a big dragon finisher. Unless he heat waves us. Or okay, that'll work, I guess. He'll win this then. That's unfortunate. Very unfortunate. It came down to us playing the Nausicaa Sergeant first, but I thought we could get value out of the other guy. Ooh, Arachas Swarm. This will be good for Akvist. We have a lot of bombs. This should be an interesting matchup. I like the animation for Lineage, by the way. All the fires in our deck. I quite like that. Let's see. We've got Slave Driver. We do probably want the lock. Eider is kind of a problem. Not really a problem, but like annoying. Don't need this Peller, I don't think, here. Probably doesn't have a lock in his deck. Nausicaa Sergeant's better later. Okay, we just have... So this is like the like double Eider or something. This deck's pretty good, I think. Fortunately, actually, I should say unfortunately, yeah, we don't have the Moon Dust, which will complicate things quite a bit, and also be very annoying. Let's just go. Normally, I wouldn't want to do this, but I think we just go Ramon, and then play one of these guys. Those are supposed to be on the left side. Mess that up a little bit. It always goes on the left because Madoc comes out on the right. We're just going to drop this one next, though. Not play Madoc quite yet. This is a Witch's Sabbath deck. I know everyone's favorite thing. We're just going to make double defenders. That's interesting. I thought you were supposed to play something else first. I mean, I guess it's fine.
None can match the power of Nilfgaard.
Let's just get these out of Toad Prince range. I don't think he has it, but we need these guys to live for this round to have a chance. We're just making defenders. This is interesting. I don't think I've seen this. Usually I've seen it with the Eider. We're definitely getting Witch's Sabbath, though. Makes me tempted to play, like, Villain Trenton Mareth or something. He's at 10. Timer 3. Don't think so. Let's just go with a Sapper. He'll just have his bomb back. Or his defender back. We could also just make another one of these guys. But I think at this point we just want to start playing Sappers.
Don't you worry yourself, Your Grace. We'll get it done in no time.
Need to get our Madoc out. Another defender, sure. It'll be very unfortunate if he hits them a dock. I'm really tempted to play the Villain Trenton Mareth here. Because we know it to come back. I think it's worth playing. Let's drop him. He'll kill one of the defenders, probably. The next turn, when he Witches Sabbaths, he'll kill one of the defenders again. I'm sure this is going to be a surprise to him. This is a Kind of weird thing to drop. But I want at least get something back with Witch's Sabbath that does value. Alright, well, we scared him off. Cost us 13 provisions, but we scared him off. We need to force out the Witch's Sabbath. I don't think this is an Alyssa deck, but I could be wrong. You can always be wrong with that. Got Akvist, got this guy. Draw our last dragon. We don't really have anything good for the slave drivers here until he Witch's Sabbaths. We have some things we could draw that would not be good. But then again, this is not going to really do anything. Okay, this is what we're looking for. So let's begin with Mirgatabrake here. By the way, I'm sorry for pronouncing these guys' names wrong. I'm doing my best. Kind of hard to find guides on these. And, yeah. So we play this. We draw a dragon from our deck. This is our say synthesis. So let's take this. Draw the say synthesis. And let's put back... I kind of like the bombs, but he's going to have defenders. Well, these defenders, we probably put this back, actually. Let's see what he's going to hit us with. Is it Witch's Sabbath time or not yet? By the way, we haven't actually killed anything for Synthesis yet, which is very annoying just because he has so many defenders. He's got 3 of them. Triple defender Witch's Sabbath is something, alright. We also need to make sure this guy lives. If this sapper dies, these slave drivers are dead cards. The problem with that is we can't boost it out of Toad Prince range. Although I don't recall if this deck plays Toad Prince or not. I think he's deciding on the Witch's Sabbath. Okay, we're losing our villain Trettenmirth. Or we're losing Madoc. We lost villain Trettenmirth. Sure. We've got this charge. Let's drop a sapper here.
Fishing in the moat? Oh, you're dead.
Northern Wind. Let's hurt the squirrel. Now we don't want to make this guy a 4, but 3 could die to the 4 damage card, the natural selection. Hopefully it doesn't Toad Prince this. I guess him getting rid of villain Trettenmirth does... Okay, there's the Witch's Sabbath. You knew that was coming. Triple defender. Alright, so we want to get at least one of these light cavalries melee. So one of them melee. Now we can make light cavalry or we can make sapper. I think we want sapper, so we have so many bombs in hand. The light cavalry is really good engine value too. You know, we put this guy not in the flanking position by being smart. Let's go with this. This should be on an end, so it gets armor. No Sir Scratch-a-Lot for you. I know exactly what he was trying to do there. You see the 4 damage on the board, needs no Sir Scratch. If he leaves, he's trying to play Sir Scratch. We're gonna call that a dragon win. So that's the deck, guys. It has some confliction in it, right? Villain Trettenmirth kills your Nausicaa Sergeant if it's the tallest thing. So you want to play it before that round 3 with the Nausicaa Sergeants. And then Synthesis Blaze isn't getting as tall as I would like, despite all this control. So definitely don't think dragons are meta, but they're really cool and I'm so glad they got reworked. I just love the dragons. But yeah, that's the deck. I don't think it's the best deck out there. It's kind of fun. I don't know about the Peller, by the way. The Peller is the one thing we threw at the bottom because it was a 4. Oh, this dual faction. Like, we threw it at the bottom because it was a 4 and we had bombs. Maybe replace it with something else. I just thought we might need to unlock something. Purify something. We didn't end up needing to. But I mean, the deck actually didn't do bad. I thought like we might go 0-5. That's definitely not what happened. But yeah, we had a lot of fun with this one. Little villain Triton Marith. I think you might just want to play the dragons and monsters like Cultists. We'll try that out. I'm just not the biggest fan of that type of deck, but it's not bad. I mean, they fit in there much better, right? Because you have the same thing. You've big, tall guys. The only problem there is you're relying on the Cultists to destroy an opponent's unit every turn, as opposed to control cards. And if they kill your Cultists, this is not gonna work. It might be worth doing though. We're definitely gonna try it out. We'll also try out these Scoia'tael dragons. I just thought this might be a fun way to start off with, because bombs seem to be kind of popular, and people like bombs. Definitely they like bombs, right? But anyway, this is the deck. The control options really help you out quite a bit, and I do like the dragon package. It's very cool. I think we'll be trying out in Scoia'tael. It's hard to find decks where all the value gets together, right? Like if you get the Synthesis Blaze, you have to be killing a lot of stuff. If you're killing a lot of stuff, you need a lot of control cards in your deck. A lot of control cards in your deck, Villain Triton Marith might not find value. Arachas won't be hitting a lot of dudes. So there's that to consider. I think you might just want to run... Not sure, Villain Triton Marith's interesting. Very interesting. I do want to try him in particular in Toussaint, because you can boost the opponent's guys up really big and then burn them. The problem with that is you're boosting your own guys up too. So maybe in some other deck we'll be trying him out, but this card's very cool. Anyway guys, hopefully you enjoyed some dragon experimentation. We'll probably be playing some of the other decks that got changed, but these are the big changes, so we'll probably be trying dragons at least one more time before the next patch. But hope you guys enjoyed, and we'll see you in the next one. That'll be it for this one, guys. Hope you enjoyed. We'll see you next time. Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more, and you can check out some more videos over here. And thanks for watching.